Well, my insole came unglued again. So much for the Gorilla Glue fix. But I only have 3 days left to hike in these, so I'm hoping they still do okay. It's 8:07 on day 21. I'm getting a little later start than I wanted. I need to hike 13.6 miles today to get to Little Rock Pond shelter. Weather so far looks pretty nice. Could rain today, but it's kind of a low chance, like 20%. So I'm hopeful that it'll hold off. Survived the night at the Clarendon shelter, as I am now calling it. No incidences of bears. There are two guys I camped with last night. They are both SOBO. One of them's LT, one of them's AT. And they were pretty nice. But they're already ahead of me. They are fast. So I don't know, I might see them again, I might not. It's a really nice stretch of trail, and I love how you can hear the train in the background. Look at this view. I think this is the Clarendon view. Oh, you can see the airport. Ah, nice. The way down to Clarendon Gorge is pretty rocky and steep. I'm sure I wouldn't have been too thrilled to do this last night. It really looks like you're going into a tunnel. It's really so much darker in the forest than it is out there. Pretty wild. There's another one of these that you can just sort of go around. Coming up to a road, and it looks like a railroad crossing, so that explains why we kept hearing trains. LT South. It doesn't say AT though, you notice. Huh. Ooh, cool little tunnel. This is the bridge over Clarendon Gorge, also known as the Bouncy Bridge. Oh gosh. Woo! Alright. Here we go. Oh my god. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, this isn't so bad. It's just, you can see out of the corners of your eyes the gorge, and it's so far down and rocky, and it's not all that bouncy. It's just like your mind does funny things when you're on it. Oh, there's nothing in there. So I'll show you the gorge over here now that I'm not on the scary bridge. Oh, the water looks pretty deep down there. Let's look at the other side. Oh wow. Pretty fast. So this would be a cool place to camp, except they don't want you to camp out here because I guess it's like they want to discourage partiers from coming out. This is the airport lookout. Good service up here. I'm getting caught up on my messaging. This is the White Rocks. It is created by magical gnomes. So it's pretty cool. I don't know why gnomes like to make piles of rocks, but okay. Made it to camp. I'm at the Little Rock Pond group tenting site. It's got its own little wash pit, fire pit, picnic table, privy. There's 10 plant forms here. Probably set up my hammock over there. It's a pretty nice spot. So I just realized this is sort of the overflow campsite. I might go more toward the regular campsite because I think there's a bear box and it'll be closer to the pond too. After I eat my dinner. Oh wow. Yeah, this was already worth it. Look at that. Wow. God, it's beautiful. Wow. The trail goes right along this pond. It's really beautiful. Just got to the shelter. I think I'm gonna take a little dip.
Yeah, it's not clean.
It's really not bad at all.
Yeah. The other ponds on the trail too. I've been surprised.
Yeah.
Because the creeks are so cold.
So I hiked 13.6 miles today and I actually don't feel totally destroyed. So that's a big win for me. It's not like it was like that easy of terrain either. There was definitely a lot of like steep ups and downs, but my body held out really well today. And I actually just like, it was around lunchtime and I just kept pushing. Like I didn't stop. I just was like looking for like a good place for lunch and then I would just like get to a spot and I'd be like, and then I'd like move on and like try to get to another spot and before you know it, it was like 2 o'clock and I was eating my lunch on top of like this rock garden thing. But yeah, this little rock pond is amazing. Like I'll show you my view, but I can see the pond from where I set up my hammock. I went for a swim. There's a bear box here. There's like a really huge fire pit here. I didn't use it or anything, but it's just like a really cool spot. Definitely one of my favorite stops on the trail. So tomorrow I had planned a little bit lower mileage day, but I have to think about that because I think I'm gonna get to the next place and it's gonna be super early, so I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I think I'll get there and like depending how awesome the spot looks, I might keep going or I might camp there. Because the next spot is there's supposed to be a lake there too. I don't know. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this whole through hike thing. I just have my routine down pretty good and I have my gear dialed in really well and I'm just starting to notice like patterns and like when I get hungry and like how much food I need and things like that. Not that I'm like ready to go and like hike the AT or anything, but it's just like a really cool experience kind of sort of like getting to know all those things and putting it all together and churning out the miles and just making it happen. So yeah, I'm I think that I'm passing mile 200 tomorrow. I'm not sure. I have to look up where it is because I think I'm getting really close to that marker right now. So that's really exciting. And yeah, and Sunday my dad's picking me up and I have a room in Manchester, so that'll be nice too. But I don't know. I'm doing really well right now. So that's pretty awesome. Anyways, so this is the end of day 21. Good night.
This was the view from my hammock. You can see the pond, the trees there. It's really nice. The water looks so calm, pretty today. Clear. Getting started on the trail. It's 9:22, definitely getting a late start. I slept until 7 a.m. this morning. It was kind of cold last night. It's been actually cold the last 3 nights. My system's still okay for this, but I can definitely tell if it got colder than this, I might want something more than a 40-degree quilt system. But for now, it's doing its job. I'm really tempted to take this loop, but kind of just want to keep going and see what the rest of the long trail has to offer. It's kind of sad to say goodbye to this lovely pond, but I'm gonna see a lake today, so that'll be something cool. So I looked it up last night and I am at mile 196.6. So I have just under 3.5 miles to go to hit that 200-mile mark. So that should come before too long. I'm really enjoying this boardwalk. It makes for some quick movement Makes the time go by faster. Usually bridges are made of wood, but this one is pretty unique. It's made of metal. Very solid. Interesting. I wonder if it was anything before a bridge. This is just a nice flat trail to start the day off on. Warm up the legs before I do a climb. It's 10:18 and I have gone 2 miles in less than an hour. So, and that's including stopping a bunch of times to let people pass, and I also stopped to get water. So I'm walking more than 2 miles an hour. That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, someone left trail magic. That's awesome. Oh, there's a note. Happy trails, some free fuel for your feet. Carry on. That was left today. Awesome. There's a moth in there. I don't care. Don't mind if I do. And there's an actual toilet here. Doing a bit of road walk, which it doesn't mention. It just says to cross, but there's definitely white places on this road, so. Alright, Griffith Lake 6.8. That seems really close. We'll see. Cyrus. That's it. That's all I recognize. Alright, I am entering the Big Branch Wilderness. Alright. I read in the trail register, someone commented it was the driest section in Vermont so far, and they were going north. So I think there'll be a little less mud for me today, which is good. And I am at mile 199, so 200 is coming up very soon. This is the Big Branch River I'm walking along. It's really pretty. Wow, the shelter is right near the river. Looks like you can get a little bit of a view of it too. That's quite nice. This looks like an old foundation. Wonder what was here. Cool. Oh. Wow. There's a river down to my right. So nice. I did it. I passed mile 200 according to Gut Hook, so cool. I just have, I don't know, something like 75 miles left to go of the LT. Definitely getting to be in the home stretch. Feels pretty good. This is Baker Peak. Good spot to take a lunch break. I'm starting to have flashbacks to the northern parts. All right, leaving the Big Branch Wilderness. Woo, look at this. Straight shot boardwalk. It's Griffith Lake. So it's like 3:09 right now. I don't think I'm gonna camp here. There's a lot of people here, and there's tents, platforms. I don't know, it's just not screaming like a place I want to stay. And it's early. I still feel very fresh, so I'm gonna keep walking. Now entering Peru Peak Wilderness. So I just passed Peru Peak Shelter, and it was about half mile after Griffith Lake. There was a lot of people there, and a lot of people look like not through hikers, so maybe out to party or something. So I'm gonna keep going, and I'm probably gonna end up stealth camping on top of Stiles Peak, which is in a little less than 3 miles, because I still feel pretty good. It's early, and it'll put me in better position to get picked up tomorrow, because there'll be one less peak that I have to climb. This is really cool. When this tree fell, the roots took some rocks with it. I'm up on the ridge going toward Stiles Peak. It's pretty nice up here. Another boardwalk, although an older one. Whew. This last little push is pretty steep up to Stiles Peak. Made it to the top of Stiles Peak. Oh, I'm exhausted. It's 5:30. Time for some dinner. I put some dehydrated jalapeno dices in with my mac and cheese, but I used too much water again, so it's more of a soup. I have my hammock set up on top of Stiles Peak. I thought about it over and over again, wanting to push on to Bromley, and I just couldn't do it. It was gonna be dark by the time I got there, and my feet were hurting, and plus it doesn't really put me in the best position to get picked up tomorrow afternoon. This way I've got just 7 miles to hike out, and I can take my time, and I can actually stop and have lunch on Bromley, which would be nice. I can see kind of a little bit of a sunset through the trees here. I'll show you my view in a second. I hiked 12.6 miles today, or I know 12.7, which is, I think, pretty good day, all things considered. Yeah, it's really nice up here. It's really peaceful. I'm the only one up here. I cooked dinner on the ledge and just got ready for bed, and I hung my food, and now I'm just hunkered down. It's 7:15. Probably watch some videos and go to sleep and
get up early and hike again. So this is the end of day 22. I don't know if you can see the trees there, but it's not quite a sunset, but pretty soon.
Day 23. It rained last night and it's still raining. I started out hiking at 7:19. Got an early start today. And I woke up a little bit before 6. Packed up pretty quickly. Getting moving, on my way down Stiles Peak in the mud and rain. Putting my phone away now. Leaving the Thru Peak Wilderness. Woo! Almost to the parking lot at the base of Stiles Peak. There's a water cache here because I guess this is kind of a dry patch. I don't know. I'm not going to take any. I still have a liter and a half left. So I missed the, they had Trail Magic here a couple days ago. And I missed it. There's hot dogs and beer and stuff, I guess. Oh, Appalachian Trail. Yeah, 11:30. So I have 5.2 miles to go today, and then I'm going into town. So I find it extremely lucky that each day when I'm going into town, it's poured rain, because I'd rather it pour rain on a day I'm going into town, because I know that I can go inside, get warm, put dry clothes on, take a shower, do my laundry, air everything out. So the rain doesn't bother me as much knowing that than, you know, if I had to set up camp somewhere and be soaking wet. So that's been extremely lucky. While I'm hiking up Bromley Mountain, I remembered a funny story from yesterday when I had gotten a late start, and I ran into some day hikers with their dog, and the dog runs at me and is barking all mean and everything. And the guy, who's the owner, is like, "Oh, she's afraid of anyone with a backpack and sticks." And I was like, probably not the best trail to take her on then, remembering that I'd already seen several through hikers come through. And then he was like, "Well, that's why we go early." And I was like, yeah, because most people are still sleeping at 9:30 a.m. I thought it was pretty funny, just how people make dumb excuses for their behavior. And then they somehow find a way to make it vaguely sound like it's your fault. This rock kind of looks like a bench. Just about at the top of Bromley Peak, or Bromley Mountain. Ooh, doesn't look like I'm gonna get any view today, but I'm looking forward to going inside the hut and sitting down and having a snack. Gondola. There are no free rides on the Alpine slide. That's great. It's the ski patrol building. Check it out. I really need to take the sign down. Nice, lots of hooks to hang your stuff. Picnic table. Kind of smells kind of skunky in here. Various stuff people have left behind. Oh, trash. Lame. Cool, cool. I'm gonna take a break in here, have a snack. Well, the AT through hikers don't seem too happy to be hiking today. I think one of them actually grunted at me. I've been seeing this type of bridge a lot lately, and to me it looks like it's unfinished. Like they just kind of decided to save some money and only built a railing on one side. It's kind of funny. Viva Match Vegas, Viva Match Vegas, Viva, Viva Match Vegas. Made it to the parking lot. Viva Match Vegas. So today my family picked me up at the Route 11, Route 30 parking lot and drove me to my hotel. But when I got here, my package wasn't here. I guess it's still at the post office. They're holding it there. So I'm gonna have to probably either walk or hitchhike tomorrow to the post office to get my resupply, which is a bummer because I wanted to do a big mile day tomorrow, so that's gonna make me get a late start because the post office doesn't open till 8:30, but I really need that resupply. It's got all my food in it. But today I got my laundry done. I got some food with my family, got some beer. I have a hot tub on a little deck in my room, so I got to soak in that for a while, which was nice. The room itself is really nice. It's not a very hiker friendly hotel. They seemed like they were kind of hesitant to like give a shuttle for me tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a ride to the trailhead tomorrow or not. So I might have to hitchhike for that too. Yeah, I'm not super impressed by this place. I probably would not recommend staying here. I have like 56 miles left of the trail to go, and 4 days left to do it. So I've got to make some big mile days. But looking forward to the big finish. It's day 23, over and out.